decide, okay, fine, we're going to stay in the closet for whatever reason. I've been there in the closet for the longest time. I'm now comfortable, so I'm just going to stay there. And then you have your wife and everything. It's not even about the children, because children can adjust. Like, my biggest issue is the fact that you've wasted this woman's life, and that's not where you are. Because I would hate to be in a relationship with the person who doesn't see me the way I see them.
It's like we're smoking up.
So like I'm saying, I mean, my biggest issue is you having to let this woman stay here when she could have been having the best time of her life. She could have been throwing it in the air, but she ain't, because you are.
But it doesn't matter, because even if he was straight and he decided after 20 years that this is not what he wants, the woman, if her thing in being in the relationship was about having a man and not her being happy with that person, ngoba ngilento lengisho about wakatitandi and then the ownership, into makufuneka ihlale, it will stay. If it's supposed to end, it will end. It has nothing to do with ukuthi I was in the closet or ukuthi njani. It's just ukuthi mina nawe isikhathi sakho, it was seasonal. Letinye tinto, it's permanent, and meaning
I don't love you anymore.
Yeah.
Oh guys, some realities are harsher than the next. But in any case,
Marabangani, as being honest, my relationship really is around when are you still the same person you were 10 years ago?
You can't. You can never.
We evolve. So if
change.
after 10 years, mundu akakutshela ukuthi baby, awusafani, angisakwati mina and angisakuthanzi, which is the typical thing. I don't know you anymore. I don't love you anymore. And then it's like, you've betrayed me, but it's true. Ngoba lo wafola in love na ile wamshela 10 years ago. 10 years time, you're not going to be that person. And if ningabi in a relationship yokuthi niyakhona ukuthi nibe bangani, ukuthi nikhule together, because that's why my relationships with our family and our friends grow, is because siyakhona ukukhula together. But in a relationship sihlale sikulaphayana ukuthi ha wena kuzala bongifonela kayi-10 yalo awusangifoneli kayi-10, mara kuyobangani singaqala sibonane for 1 year, sibonane every day, but mase sijwayelene sibonane once a year, but masihlangane lapho ngeke ngiqale ukucabanga ukuthi there's anything different. So why can't we take the same mentality and apply it in relationships?
Yes. Yeah, that's true. So yes, we're back, guys. Now, our next topic, because we just like behind the scenes we're talking, so we're just going to conclude this whole one, sex. So yeah, I mean, I've also been in like shady situations where I have had to be with a guy and then he could not satisfy me and he satisfied himself and he was done with me, and I was just like, fuck. As a guy's soul, why did I do that to myself after 2 minutes? So
noodles.
I quickly took a shower because I felt so dirty.
A chicken, guys.
A whole chicken situation. A whole chicken situation.
Chicken flavored 2 minutes.
You know what? 2 minutes, guys. That was, I think sexually that was the worst really, situation I'd ever been in, where I felt like I was giving myself to a person, and then the next day they took what they could and then they were fine. And the worst thing, he slept. He was just like, ass. What? How are you sleeping? As if Nati, you deserve a power nap after doing nothing. Literally doing nothing. Because you're happy and I'm happy. So
I think my whole thing is around, every time I give me that a guy just gives me, I'm Tembi, I cannot believe it. Like I can't even sleep. Solo mbuga, ngibuke kancane, you won't sleep.
I probably would not sleep in the same bed as a guy.
I must wake you up. I must.
But I get fun to but that I eat about clearly there's no bullets in the gun. It's not like you're gonna redeem yourself. How are you gonna redeem yourself?
But guys, have you noticed now whenever it's sex, or while aba near to you. Okay, just the net Tasha, like, you understand? Like you are in a small heaven,
You know?
then after that, if you go down to his dick, like, okay, fine, I'm feeling that dick, could be right. Okay, then while you have sex, I would say, like, let like. Did you ever feel that?
Like practical.
You were like, serious, you were like, no.
He got fat, cheap.
No, like, you start thinking, no, no, don't do that.
Go to weapon.
Don't do that. It's like you don't want it, but you are enjoying
You
it.
want it. Where food in a way, it's just like no, but yes, but no. But yes.
But the
Like
time,
it is our enjoying express that there's a story I want to tell, but I was told it's not story time today. And I'm just like, yo.
No, it's fine. Our next one will be story. Will be a story time.
No,
Okay. Do you want to tell your story?
no, actually, I don't want to say.
Okay, there it is, guys. Unfortunately, the details shall be revealed in the future.
Right. One thing I have to say is that wow, I'm a fan of the boys, the boyo. It had to do with how somebody said to me,
yes.
and I was like, what do you mean? One comp.
Oh, for you it was like challenge accepted.
No, so what happened is that, you know, when the casa say, no, I want to thingy, and so you'll sleep the whole day. I thought, so one day, Boyo and I link up, it's a whole link up situation. Must link up, so he has this thing, like, meaning, throat is like my thing, so I'm like the throat god. So very my pelad. So very but the whole thing was around then Singena very into incons and everything, and you know when you just like I'm going to be showing up and showing out and so then sort of busy. I mean, we watched Netflix and we went into season 2 of a whole series, and the whole episode of a thing is like 23 minutes, and there were like 8 episodes. So in my sister, I was just like chilling after my joint and getting bed, and I literally wanted to sleep, and then the voice yafika like ngilalelanga lonke
I feel like I'm gonna fall again. This is not the show for me to be falling.
Literally.
Ew.
I was
This
like,
is not the show for me to be
I was
falling.
like, wow. And it was all of the feels and everything, and then the ratio would see we didn't even get to a long episode of Wutzingizeng Klanya Akulu, but I was just like, yeah, and in the excitement, Joshua, when you get someone who even by the time you're like, yeah, I'm dinning all of me.
But then that's the one that's worth it. Because I'm just like, I threw myself in the deep end and I learned how to swim. Because that's what I needed.
But the problem is then, then it means that you must then be in a relationship.
Oh no. Okay, no. Oh no. Definitely not. Definitely not. Sometimes it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's just anyways, guys, moving on to our next topic, stigma. The stigmas that surround us as gay people. We all know them, including you sleep with everyone. Teen. So what are the other stigmas that you guys have heard, and how do you feel about them?
The one that I find the most problematic is that thinks that if you're gay, you have lots of money.
Yes.
The most annoying one, because then it calls the wrong people.
And like, ladies, I'm going to tell you something today. You guys are in serious trouble. My dudes are being gay for pay. They like, yeah.
Monetized it.
I don't
But things were being said.
Yo.
Sibathi madoda ethu ayashake.
Yo.
Leso sikhathi, you are sure that you have a man. That time he's up here doing the most on the D.
Like, so next time I want a boyfriend yakunyana, and next thing he's out up there and he's getting tenders and in. So many people bafuna amatenda ukamuthi ufike njani laphayani. Makangahamba ngawaya kutanza snake park yashake esifubeni senye indoda. Uthola lapho amatenda.
Bacede bas-hair dry over when you sleep in their chest. Because banetimpumulo etukhulu 1. 2, ukuthi screamer emva kwami
Uscreama indlela ascreama ngakhona naye nathi emva kwemuntu.
njengoba aphambi kwakho ubona the same emva kwami. Athi before interview iphuma bese the way enda ngakhona and the way enda ngakhona kimi. So we don't have money. And better kids ukuthi batshela ukuthi we have ching.
Yeah.
And kuthola ukuthi le ching leyo kufanele iphume kuye ize kimi. That's how I make money.
Sidla sonke le mali.
Asidleni nemali sosebenza enye futhi.
And mina ngisho ukuthi yabona leyo anginankinga nayo, because if you don't want and then come ukuthi nginemali, and I'm just like, no, into enginayo nebunanzi obuningi. By the time songena wena, you will give me the money. I just don't have this whole thing of dating body ukuthi bangiphaphele yo mina ngifuna ukuphashela.
True that.
Anginayo lento yokuthi basihlupha abantu abasithanzi ini uyanya mawungangithanzi vala inja yakho and do whatever you do, ngoba I'm also not umuntu othi faka noma ngibani nyabantu bami yakubona. So even asenzaweni angeke ngiyenzaweni nanokuthi ngiyokade ukuthi ngiyofika lapha ngikubeteki. And I think ngilenye into ukuthi sizisithole in my stigmas is that sometimes you must be honest as ukuthi you go to a place and you know ukuthi abayithanzi lento longiyo.
Yeah, that's true.
If udokufuna uqhubeka ubuyele ufuna kuwathi uthi wena unguviva Mandela, viva Winnie Mandela,
because not all fights can be fought.
Angithi mara mawungathanzi then ungayi lenzawo leyo. But mawuya ukuthi wena ulicabane comrade
Mara
khathatha.
kusitangani ngoba then the next thing, there's just like so much violence implicated against gay people. Like I feel like this month is one of those situations where we are bringing awareness to all these things, because so many people lose their lives every day, and half of the time it's because we do go after these straight guys, and I'm just like, why go after straight guy? I mean, I understand people money, there's not a lot of.
Mara wathi njani uthi mfana straight ngoba kude umuntu othethe straight here.
True, but my whole thing is, I mean, like you said, I'm going into that whole, you are taking yourself and putting yourself in an environment where this is the situation. You understand what I mean? And even if this person is not necessarily like that, but because of influence, because to be quite honest, straight, closeted people are the people that are critically Luisana. Because I feel like half of the time they're trying to hide what they are. So then it's just like viva to whoever's screaming in the background, and I shall go with it. And at the end of the day, they end up inflicting so much pain on other people's lives, because at the end of the day, there's no excuse for taking someone else's life. They might find you attractive. You might not find it like, you might not find as if it works for you, but it doesn't mean you must take someone else's life. You know, it's just like the saddest thing ever, but unfortunately, that is our reality. Would you guys like to add anything onto that?
There is an element of sometimes you mustn't I'm gay and the proven point gay without the consequences like you're done alone.
Yeah, because it comes with a lot. I've always said gay people are like the strongest people ever.
So I'm not saying don't be free or eat, but you can differentiate. We are but don't get it out. It's out that you just a game. But you would have had it like queen eat, but I gave you God we have understand because it's always been that way. Do
you feel like small towns are more accepting?
If it's a thing you would see, like you're saying, when Babako was the one who had to be like, yo, I see that you're gay. You know, he had to come out to himself. He was in the closet when available. So in small towns, so mara when all of a sudden then sasa so straight into in, and you expect and it's not about right or wrong, but many people are going to be shocked. And they might be shocked by responding so your what's going to cause a lot of unless you can say
and that's already an excuse on its own.
I was born gay, so please ninga hello.
Cause if I had to put subtitles, I don't know what Fatima is in English.
Ningas papel, right? Cause udofuna kumpapela uexpect ukuthi it's a girl. Because hey, no.
No one likes that. Keep it to yourself.
You call the police. I can beat you.
And the thing is, that's actually a mad topic. Most times when they are China,
they will put that manhood aside. That gay man aside. We will put you aside and we will deal with you.
Obviously. That's what's hey. Masas Pumalap Eta.
Yeah. Booty.
Kumbulang na wala mandla.
Yeah.
This is because you put any frustration. You know,
voice here, John Linga. I'm
so hungry.
Not on my video. Because this one is the last one. So, yes. Okay, unfortunately, guys, that was the last question. So we are done. We are celebrating Pride Month, and then we'd like to just bring awareness to some of the topics that we were talking about today. Let us all be happy. Let us all be friendly to each other, regardless of how we feel. Thank you so much for watching the show.
Thank you. Bye.
Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, please do share if you do find a minute, because that would be greatly appreciated. From my friends and me, we had the best time having conversations with you. If you have any other questions, we will gladly answer them. And possibly, if you guys want a second part to this, we will definitely do it.
Love you.